University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge, where we're about to play another of this year's first round heats. Behind the desks are two more teams of students with fingers poised on buzzers, ready to fight for a place in round two. If they win tonight, they'll go straight through, but this round does have a repechage, so if they lose with a high enough score, they might live to quiz another day. The University of Manchester officially dates its foundation to 1824, when the oldest of its multiple predecessor institutions was established. The university can count Alan Turing and W.G. Siebold among its former faculty and Beatrice Schilling and Christabel Pankhurst among its former students. It also owns and operates several major cultural assets, including the Jodrell Bank Observatory and the Whitworth Art Gallery. Between 2005 and 2014, Manchester reached at least the semi-finals of this competition 9 times and won 4 series titles, but its form has dropped off a little since then. Let's meet the team hoping to change that.
Hi, I'm Ray Power. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand, and I study English literature and film.
Hello, my name's Kirsty Dixon. I'm from Morley Green in Cheshire, and I study medicine.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Kai Madrick. I'm originally from Foy in Cornwall, and I'm studying for a PhD in AI and astrophysics.
Hi, I'm Rob Faulkner. I'm from Norwich, and I study physics with astrophysics.
New College, Oxford was founded in 1379 by William of Wykeham. The original design of the college, with all main buildings surrounding an enclosed quadrangle, was innovative at the time. Its grounds are also notable for including a section of the city walls and an artificial hill or mound whose original purpose remains the subject of much debate. JBS Haldane, Tony Benn and Lucy Worsley are all New College alumni, and in this competition, New College teams have been runners-up twice and champions once. Let's meet the team playing on behalf of New College tonight.
Hello, I'm Benji Stimpson. I'm from North Norfolk and I'm doing a DPhil in conservation biology.
Hi, my name is Paige Crawley. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm studying for a Master's in Linguistics.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Jonah Poulard. I'm from Northwest London and I study Russian and linguistics.
Hi, I'm Daan Timmers. I'm from Utrecht in the Netherlands and I'm studying for a DPhil in theoretical physics.
OK, guys, this is it. Feeling ready? Let's go for it. Fingers on buzzers, here's your first starter for 10. Good luck. The names of all of the following are derived from that of which French city, located in the Alpes-Maritimes department? First, a model of solar system evolution proposing that the giant planets...
Manchester, Manchwick.
Nice.
It is Nice, well done. Your bonus is Manchester on the stage and screenwriter Abby Morgan. An examination of sex addiction starring Michael Fassbender and Kerry Mulligan. The 2011 film Shame was co-written by Morgan and which British filmmaker who also directed it?
It's not something I've heard of, I'm afraid. Do you have a guess for something around that time?
Abby Morgan, It's okay, we don't know. No, sorry.
Pass.
Steve McQueen. Morgan also wrote the screenplay for The Invisible Woman, a 2014 film based on Claire Tomalin's account of the secret relationship between a woman named Ellen Ternan and which 19th century author?
Ooh, 19th century author. Maybe,
I'm sorry.
I unfortunately don't have a suggestion.
Just Dickens,
Austen. Yeah.
Austen, whatever. Jane Austen?
No, it was Jane Austen. No, it was Charles Dickens. Morgan's recent work includes which 2024 Netflix series about a puppeteer played by Benedict Cumberbatch? The title is the name of a 7-foot-tall monster puppet that Cumberbatch's character believes will help him find his missing son.
What's the name of this? I've seen adverts for it.
Me too. 2024 Cumberbatch. If we don't know, we don't
Ah,
know.
whatever.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Abby Morgan will be very disappointed. It's Eric. Let's start the question. Born in Tryon, North Carolina in 1933, which pianist and singer was the subject of Nadine Kohodas's biography, Princess Noire? Songs written by the singer include For Women, To Be Young, Gifted and Black, and Mississippi Goddamn.
New College, Stimson.
Nina Simone.
It is Nina Simone. Well done. Your bonuses then are on a rebellion, a 1685 Protestant rebellion in the West Country against James VII and II began with the landing of which illegitimate son of Charles II at Lyme Regis? He was defeated by the Earl of Feversham and John Churchill at the Battle of Sedgemoor.
William of Orange.
Johnny Prince Charlie?
No, this is too early.
Too early?
No idea. It's not a Dutch guy.
Well, do you have
William of Orange
any
is
pun?
Maybe it's the Duke of York.
Okay.
Sure. The Duke of York.
No, it's James Scott, the first Duke of Monmouth. The Duke of Monmouth had been previously implicated in which failed 1683 assassination plot against Charles II and James, then the Duke of York? This plot is often referred to by the name of what manor house in Hertfordshire?
Could be Nebworth.
I don't
That's the thing that's in Hertfordshire.
I don't know.
Nebworth.
No, it's Rye House. The Monmouth rebels were prosecuted in a series of trials known by what two-word name? They were presided over by Lord Chief Justice George Jeffreys, for which he earned the nickname the Hanging Judge.
Tyburn hangings, Tyburn something.
Tyburn hanging.
Tyburn's where hanging happened.
Yeah.
So Tyburn something.
Purge.
Yeah.
The Tyburn Purge.
No, it was the bloody assizes. Now let's start the question. What natural phenomenon is named 3 times in the penultimate line of Elizabeth Bishop's poem The Fish, and is described as being unweaved by philosophy in the narrative poem Lamia by John Keats? In a poem by Wordsworth, the speaker declares that his heart leaps up when he beholds one of these in the sky.
New College Stimson.
Clouds.
No? Anyone from Manchester?
Manchester Manchwick.
A rainbow.
It is indeed a rainbow, yeah. Your bonuses, Manchester, are on artists and designers who collaborated with the choreographer Merce Cunningham. Which US artist was artistic advisor to Cunningham's company from 1967 to 1980, designing sets for works including Walk Around Time? His partner and collaborator, Robert Rauschenberg, had earlier held a similar role.
Jasper Johns.
Well done. Which Japanese fashion designer created costumes for Cunningham's 1997 work Scenario? Her designs deliberately featured irregular padded bulges, following on from a collection she had created that year for her label Comme des Garçons.
Oh, what's her name? It's not designer. That's different. I'll just say it right. Yayoi Kusama.
No, it's Rei Kawakubo. Cunningham's 1998 work, Pond Way, featured a backdrop with a half-tone dot design by which American pop artist who had died the year before?
Do we just say Liechtenstein?
Yeah.
Liechtenstein.
It is Liechtenstein, yeah, Roy Liechtenstein, well done. Picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a proposed national flag. For 10 points, name the country for which it was designed.
Manchester Manchwick.
New Zealand.
It is New Zealand, yes. That was an entry for the 2016 New Zealand national flag referendum, which depicts the country's endemic silver fern. For your picture bonuses, you'll see 3 more flags or national symbols that depict endemic species. For 5 points, tell me the country or region represented. First, the country represented by this coat of arms, featuring a now extinct endemic species.
Oh, Dodo, so it's going to
Dodo.
be Mauritius then, surely, isn't it? Mauritius?
It is the dodo in Mauritius, yes. Next, this national flag.
Dominica.
Yes, the Ciceroo parrot. And finally, this US state flag featuring a once endemic but now extinct animal with helpful wording removed.
California.
Yes, that's the California grizzly bear. Now let's start the question. In medicine, what 5-letter term is informally applied to an injection that delivers a slow-release form of a medication, for example, contraceptives?
Manchester Dixon.
Bolus.
Now, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. You can hear more of the question, but you may not confer, New College. For example, contraceptives or antipsychotics. They are so named because they create a reserve of the medication in the injected muscle, the word in question being used in other contexts to mean place where goods are stored.
New College Stimson.
A warehouse.
That's not 5 letters. It's a depot injection. Now let's start the question. In the 16th century encyclopedia of Aztec culture, known as the Florentine Codex, 22 images and more than 70 pages contain depictions of or references to what prepared food item?
New College Poulard.
Maize.
Now I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Book 10 of the Codex lists around 40 different varieties sold by a typical market vendor, including ones stuffed with frog and axolotl, but all may be described broadly as consisting of masa or corn dough shaped around a filling, wrapped in a corn husk or other large leaf, and steamed or baked.
Manchester Manchwick.
Tamales.
It is indeed, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Manchester, are 3 questions on theoretical physics. What physical framework suggests that for every known fermion, there is a corresponding partner boson that differs in spin by half an integer, and vice versa? For example, the electron would have a scalar counterpart named the selectron using this theory.
Supersymmetry.
Yes, the 5 major supersymmetric string theories are envisioned to all be limiting cases of an 11-dimensional theory conjectured by Ed Witten in 1995 and named with which single letter of the alphabet?
Yeah, I'm not enough of a theoretical physicist for this.
Shoot it, any letter.
H.
Nice try, but it's M theory. String theories without supersymmetry often suffer from instabilities caused by which hypothetical particles? They always travel faster than the speed of light and have a name derived from the Greek for swift.
Tachyons.
It is tachyon. Well done. Let's start the question. The Bastille, the Constitution, and the guillotine are the three parts of which writer's 1837 history of the French Revolution? In his essay on heroes, hero worship, and the heroic in history, this writer outlined the great man theory of history, which is now...
New College Crawley.
Carlisle?
It is Thomas Carlyle. Well done. Your bonuses, New College, are 3 questions on the 1954 FIFA World Cup final. Going into the final with an average of 6.25 goals per game in the competition, which country's golden team suffered a shock defeat to West Germany, a team they had earlier beaten 8-3 in the group stages?
I think this was Hungary.
I have no idea.
Hungary.
Correct. Due to the odds against a West German victory, the match has come to be known as the Miracle of which European capital city where the final was held?
Oh, it was, I think 1954 was either Sweden, Norway or Switzerland, but I think it's Bern.
Okay.
Or it could be Stockholm. No, I think it's
Go what you think.
Bern.
Correct. Fritz and Ottmar Walter became the first set of brothers to win the World Cup. Who are the only other brothers to have achieved this, doing so 12 years later?
So that was 1966.
Best.
No, he's
England,
Northern Irish.
yeah.
Who was the brothers on that team?
I don't know.
Did Bobby Moore have a brother? Or was it Bobby Charlton?
That's a good guess.
Charlton.
Bobby Charlton and his brother.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that. I'm so sorry. We needed both names. It's Bobby and Jack Charlton, as every football fan in the country is currently cursing you for. Let's start the question. What given name is shared by the directors of the following films? Le Trou or The Hole, Celine and Julie Go Boating, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, Playtime, and
Manchester Manchwick.
Jacques.
It is Jack. Well done. 3 questions for you, Manchester, on languages of India and nearby countries. The Eastern Indo-Aryan group of languages is also known as the Magadhan languages, after an ancient kingdom located in the west-central region of what present-day Indian state? One of its capitals was the city of Pataliputra.
Oh, Talpatra. What's that? Is it Bihar? No, that's somewhere else. Can't say it though.
We've got nothing.
Bihar?
Yeah.
Correct. With more than 15 million speakers, what Indo-Aryan language is the official language of a state that borders Indian states, such as Manipur and Nagaland, and also the Kingdom of Bhutan, making it one of the easternmost languages of the whole Indo-European family?
I mean, they didn't mention Assam, but like, I mean, they're looking for the language, aren't they? Like Assamian? Assamian?
No, I can't accept that, I'm afraid. The name of the language is Assamese, and the 2 terms are not interchangeable. Finally, what Eastern Indo-Aryan language is that of a Muslim people in Rakhine State in Myanmar? They have faced systematic persecution in recent decades, with many thousands forced to flee the country.
Rohingya.
Yes, it is. Let's start the question. It's a music round now, and for your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of music from the 18th century. For 10 points, I need you to name the composer.
New College Poulard.
Mozart.
No, you can hear a bit more Manchester, but you may not confer.
Manchester Dixon.
Handel.
Bad luck. It's Johann Sebastian Bach. We'll take your music bonuses in a moment when we get a starter right. I need the names of 2 countries here. On New Year's Eve 1963, the British Colonial Federation of Rhodesia and Nyasaland was officially dissolved, granting self-governance along with separation from white-dominated southern Rhodesia to 2 territories that would soon achieve full...
New College Poulard.
Zambia and Malawi.
Well worked out, it is indeed. For your music starter, New College, you heard the beginning of Bach's Christmas Oratorio, which prominently features the timpani. Your music bonuses will be 3 symphonic compositions that feature the timpani prominently. 5 points for each composer you can identify. First, the composer of this 1841 symphony, which calls for 3 timpani instead of the traditional 2-drum set.
Could this be 1841? Is this Berlioz?
Sure.
Symphony Fantastique.
I have no ideas.
I don't know, so...
It's the only idea I'm getting.
Get it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Berlioz.
It's Robert Schumann, Symphony No. 1. Secondly, the composer of this symphony, whose final movement includes a so-called Battle of the Timpani.
Do you have a date?
No, we didn't get
No, so...
Who would use a timpani?
Romantic.
This is romantic, but it's
Just
just...
Wagner.
It's not. Do you say symphony? Wagner didn't write it.
Is that symphonies? Oh, right.
So late 19th century. I think this could be
Let's just get a guess.
just go.
Strauss.
It's Carl Nielsen, Symphony Number 4. Lastly, the composer of this symphony, which calls for the use of 4 timpani.
Oh, this is familiar.
This is a cool song solo, but it's not Dvorak. I don't think. Oh, this is very.
Is this Dvorak?
It might be actually.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Dvorak?
Bad light, it's Hector Berlioz. That was a symphony fantastique. Let's start a question. First observed by physicist Patrick Blackett in a cloud chamber. What process with a 2-word alliterative name is the inverse of annihilation?
New College Simmers.
Bear production.
Correct, yes. Well done, New College. Yes, your bonuses are on floods in science fiction. The 1953 novel, The Kraken Wakes, in which invading aliens cause rising sea levels and Parliament has to abandon a flooded Westminster and move to Harrogate, is by which British science fiction author?
Nominate Stimson.
Alan Moore.
No, it's John Wyndham. The Flood is a 1950 story by which Japanese SF writer, whose other works include The Ark Sakura and The Woman in the Dunes? The titular flood is caused by working-class people in Japan liquefying into puddles that merge into a destructive mass.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Pass.
That's Kobo Abe. Which British author wrote the 1962 novel The Drowned World, which imagines a future in which solar radiation flares have melted ice caps and London is now a sweltering maze of tropical lagoons?
Nominate Stimson.
J.G. Ballard.
That is Ballard, yes. Let's start the question. Which legendary character gives their name to an Italian term that describes mirages where objects...
Manchester Matchwick.
Morgan Le Fay.
Well done. It is Morgan Le Fay. Your bonus is Manchester. 3 questions on protein shape. What word is used to describe properly folded proteins? It can also be used to describe plants or animals that are indigenous to a particular region.
Endemic.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Endemic.
No, it's native.
Ow.
Changes from optimal temperature or pH can change the shape of a protein so that it no longer functions properly. What term is given to this phenomenon?
Denaturation.
Nominate Dixon.
Denaturation.
Correct. Folding of proteins into a native state often requires the formation of what type of chemical bonds, which result from the electrostatic attraction between oppositely charged amino acid side chains?
Or just like ionic or covalent. Which one?
Did it say between oppositely charged ions?
The side chain.
So I think
charged
probably
side chain.
ionic. Yeah.
Okay. Ionic bonds.
It is. Well worked out. Let's start the question. The sculpture Four Wings by Alexander Calder stands in the grounds of a museum in Barcelona dedicated to which artist? That museum was the first of 2 opened in Spain and dedicated to this artist, whose works include ciphers and constellations, In Love with a Woman, Dog Barking at the Moon.
Manchester Matchwick.
Juan Miro.
It is, yes. Your bonuses, Manchester, are on Chinese history. A single-word answer is enough in each case, but I will need you to spell each one. Okay. Liu Bang came to power following a period of conflict at the fall of the short-lived Qin dynasty. He was the first emperor during the former or western period of which dynasty?
Han. H-A-N.
Correct. With the help of Turkic allies, Li Yuan and his son Li Shimin led a successful rebellion against the Sui dynasty, establishing which dynasty? They reigned as the Gaozu and Taizong emperors.
Tang. T-A-N-G.
Correct. Zhao Kuangyi founded what dynasty, often divided into northern and southern periods? It followed the decades of fragmentation known as the 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms.
Song. S-O-N-G.
Correct. Well done. Let's start the question. Derived from the Greek for flesh, what 5-letter prefix begins words...
Manchester Dixon.
Sarco. S-A-R-C-O.
Well done. Your bonuses, Manchester, are 3 questions linked by a name. Written by lead singer John Fogerty, Lodi is a 1969 song by which band, often known by a 3-letter abbreviation? It was released as a B-side to their hit song Bad Moon Rising.
Yeah, it is. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah. Leading to a decades-long peace among the Italian states, the 1454 Treaty of Lodi officially recognised the sovereignty of Francesco I, the first Duke of Milan, from which family, which had taken control after the death of Filippo Maria Visconti 7 years earlier?
Probably Sforza, I'd assume. They're Milanese.
I think that's a reasonable suggestion.
Sforza.
Yes. The defeat of Sultan Ibrahim Lodi at the 1526 Battle of Panipat was a decisive moment in the founding of which empire that would maintain control of Delhi for over 300 years?
Mughal.
It is the Mughals, yes, well done. Picture round now, and for your picture starter, you're going to see a still from a film. For 10 points, I need you to give me its name.
New College Stimson.
12 Angry Men.
Yes, well done. Bad luck, Manchester. For your picture starter, you saw a still from 12 Angry Men, the feature directorial debut of Sidney Lumet. For your picture bonuses, you just need to identify 3 more films by Lumet. First, this 1975 film.
Serpico.
Okay.
Yeah, Serpico's option. Serpico.
No, that's Dog Day Afternoon. Second, this 1964 film.
Don't know. It's the one where he like goes into. No, that's in colour. I don't know.
Just Serpico again.
Space.
Off in space.
No, that's not that.
Serpico.
No, that's failsafe. Finally, this 1974 film.
Just Murder on the Orient Express, perhaps? Yeah. Murder on the Orient Express.
Correct. Let's start the question. I need a 6-letter word here. When describing the early development of Indo-European languages, what Latin word...
Manchester Manchwick.
Kurgan.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. What Latin word for a specific number is contrasted with the Avestan word satum to classify groups of languages linked by a historical sound change?
New College Crawley.
Kentum.
Kentum is correct. Well done. Your bonuses at New College are on the development of 2 alphabets. Named after a 9th century Byzantine missionary, the development of which alphabet is commonly attributed to Saints Naum and Clement in the Bulgarian Empire during the 10th century. The alphabet initially consisted of 43 letters based on variations and combinations of Greek letters as well as 2 Hebrew letters.
This is not Cyrillic.
I think this might be Glagolitic, because Cyrillic is just Cyril and Methodius.
Okay, fine.
Glagolitic?
No, it's Cyrillic. St. Cyril, after whom Cyrillic was named, had, along with St. Methodius, earlier developed which alphabet that formed the basis of the Old Church Slavonic literary standard?
Okay, that's Glagolitic.
That is Glagolitic. St. Cyril and Methodius used the Glagolitic for alphabet in their translation of the Bible into a Slavic dialect, used in which city on the Gulf of Thermae in modern-day Greece?
It's Thessaloniki, because they were known as the brothers from Thessaloniki. Well, Thessaloniki.
Is correct, yeah. Now start the question. The founding of the ancient city of Carthage is traditionally attributed to Phoenician colonists from what eastern...
New College Crawley.
Tyre.
Is correct, well done. Your bonuses are 3 questions on nanoparticles. A simple example of a nanoparticle is which allotrope of carbon, named for an American architect, that has 60 carbon atoms in a cage configuration resembling a football?
Buckminster Fullerene is the thing. Yeah.
Buckminster Fullerene.
Correct. Often used as supports in metal nanoparticle catalysts, the anatase and rutile phases of which inorganic compound are useful nanoparticles in their own right, being used in sunscreens to block UV radiation?
Sunscreen, is it?
Benzene, something. No.
I don't know. Is zinc
Come on.
in sunscreen?
Sure.
Zinc oxide?
Zinc oxide.
No, it's titanium dioxide. Yeah. Nanoparticles can be examined using the transmission form of what imaging technique, which uses the small de Broglie wavelength of the namesake particle to achieve resolutions beyond that of visible light?
It's got to be electron microscopy. Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Electron microscopy.
Electron microscopy.
Indeed, correct. You know you can always nominate if you want as well.
Yeah, I thought I could say that, but...
Then you did say very well. Let's start the question. Subject of a 1998 Pulitzer Prize-winning autobiography, Katharine Graham served as publisher of which newspaper?
New College Stimson.
The Washington Post.
Correct. 3 questions for you, New College, on the petting of dogs in literature. In each case, I need you to name the novel from the dog described. The protagonist of which 19th century novel first pets the dog Pilot when she finds herself unexpectedly alone in Mrs. Fairfax's room?
Jane Eyre.
Nominate Crawley.
Jane Eyre.
Yes, the title character of which 1859 novel, while reflecting on his romantic rival Arthur Donnithorne, pauses to give his dog a pat?
Sure.
Nicholas Nickleby.
Adam Bede. In which 1903 novel is the dog Buck patted on the head by an unnamed stranger as he sells him to 2 French Canadians named Francois and Perrault?
No idea.
Three men in a boat.
Maybe just something hardy, I don't know.
I don't know.
Far from the Madding Crowd.
No, it's The Call of the Wild. Now, let's start the question. Often abbreviated MWP, what name is given to the hypothesised era lasting from approximately 800 to 1250 CE in which Northern Hemisphere...
Manchester Manchwick.
Medieval warming period.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. In which Northern Hemisphere temperatures were persistently higher than they had been in previous centuries. It was followed soon after by the so-called Little Ice Age.
New College Stimson.
The middle warming period.
No.
Warm period. Yeah.
It's the medieval warm period. Bad luck, that's what it's called. Now, let's start the question. Jebel Tubkal is the highest mountain...
Manchester Manchwick.
Atlas.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. In what country? This peak is located close to one of the 4 imperial cities of its country, a former capital of the Almoravids.
New College Pollard.
Morocco.
It is Morocco. Your bonuses then are on architectural terms taken from Italian. In each case, give the word from the description. First, from the Italian for beautiful and sight, a turret or other structure built to afford a fine view of the surrounding area. A Baroque palace complex in Vienna bears this name.
What's beautiful?
Belvista, something like that.
Bellagio.
No, it's Belvedere. Secondly, a small dome or similar bowl-shaped structure often found crowning a larger dome or roof. The same word denotes the revolving dome of an observatory.
Cupola.
Yes, finally, from the Italian for middle or intermediate, a low story between two others in a building, often included as a means
Mezzanine.
of... Yes, it is. Let's start the question. 5 points in it. I need the name of an ancient author here. Quote, painters and poets alike have always had license to dare anything. These words, given in translation, are from the Ars Poetica of...
New College Crawley.
Horace?
It is indeed Horace. Your bonuses on New College are on people who share their surnames with European capital cities. In each case, I simply need the surname or capital city in question. First, a 13th century English monk known for his detailed illuminated manuscripts, most notably the Chronica Majora.
I have no idea.
What was it?
London, Paris.
Come on.
Should we just say London? London.
No, it's Paris. Secondly, a German-born physicist who proposed his namesake dispersion force in his theories on molecular interaction and, with his brother, a set of equations on superconductivity.
Oh, London. It's London.
London.
Yes, finally, a philosopher born in Riga in 1909 and known for his biography of Karl Marx and his essay The Hedgehog and the Fox.
And he says his name. Should we say
Kiev.
Minsk, maybe? Minsk.
No, this is I Berlin. Now, let's start the question. I need a two-word answer here. The Tolman-Oppenheimer-Volkoff limit is the...
Manchester Mantric.
Neutron star.
It is a neutron star. Your bonuses are on rivers that flow into the English Channel. Which river flows for around 245 kilometres through the historic region of Picardy, passing through the city of Amiens and entering the English Channel at Saint-Valery?
I don't know. Seine, maybe? Seine.
No, it's the Somme. Which river has its source in Somerset, around 8 kilometres from the Bristol Channel and flows primarily southwards through Tiverton to meet the English Channel in South Devon?
The River Dart, maybe?
Yeah.
Dart.
No, it's the Exe. Until the 1960s, a major feature of which river with its estuary beside the port of Le Havre was the tidal bore known as the Masquerade, which was known to reach as far upriver as Rouen.
It's not just Seine, is it? Yeah. Seine.
Yes, now start the question. Port Pula in Croatia, El Gem in Tunisia, Verona in Italy.
New College Pollard.
Colosseums.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. And Arles in southern France are locations of what distinctive structures from the Roman period, whose name indicates that it has all-round seating?
Manchester Mantric.
Amphitheatre.
It is the amphitheatres, yes. Bad that, Joe, the Colosseum doesn't fit the etymology. Your bonuses, Manchester, are on unnamed characters in Shakespeare's plays. In each case, name the play in which the listed characters appear. First and second citizen, first, second, third and fourth plebeian, poet. And at the goal, New College have 150 and Manchester have 170. Jonah, you knew amphitheatre. That's such bad luck.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It's going to be painful to watch back, but you're absolutely right to buzz in because if you got it right, you would have won. That is such bad luck. And you guys played absolutely fantastically in such a strong game. I thought for a while that you were going to get beaten quite mercilessly. And I think you probably thought the same thing, but it was a magnificent comeback and it was such a tense finish. Who knows, we may well see you again. Manchester, you made it very stressful for yourselves, but it was a fantastic final minute, which is what you needed. Well done. We should definitely see you again. And I hope we'll see you again too for another first round match. But until then, it is goodbye from New College Oxford.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Manchester University.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.